You know what ruins intimacy before anything even happens? Not the other person, not the situation. It's the moment your brain decides, this needs to go well. Because from that point on, you're not experiencing anything, you're managing it. At first, it's subtle. You're just a little more aware, a little more conscious, a little more alert. Then suddenly, you're thinking about how you look, what you're doing, whether it's working. And just like that, you're not in it anymore. You're watching yourself be in it. Like you opened a second tab in your brain called, Am I doing okay? Psychology calls this spectatoring, which is a polite way of saying you've turned your own experience into a live performance. And now you're both the actor and the critic. Here's what that experience actually feels like. Before anything starts, you're already preparing, not physically, mentally. Running through expectations like you're about to take a test you never studied for. During the experience, you're reading signals, adjusting constantly and thinking, am I even doing good enough? And after, the post-match analysis begins. Not, how did that feel? But, how did I perform? Which is a very weird question for something that's supposed to be felt. Not scored. Here's the deeper issue. Somewhere along the way, this stopped being an experience and quietly became a measure of attractiveness, of confidence, of worth. And once something becomes a measure, pressure is inevitable because now it's not just happening, it's evaluating you. If this goes well, I'm desirable. If this doesn't, something's off. That's a lot of weight for something that's supposed to feel natural. So how do you fix this? Not by trying harder. That's the trap. Trying harder is exactly what's creating this pressure. First, stop treating it like something that needs to go well. That single idea is doing more damage than anything else. The moment you remove the need to perform, your brain stops interfering. Pressure drops. Presence returns. Second, shift your attention, not to what you're doing, to what you're actually feeling. Because the experience was never the problem, the constant analysis was. It's like trying to enjoy music while also reviewing it. You can do both, just not well. Third, drop the idea that there's a correct version of this. There isn't. There's only what works, and what feels natural. Everything else is just expectation dressed up as knowledge. And finally, say things. Not perfectly, not smoothly, just honestly. Because most of the pressure exists in silence. Two people guessing, both trying to impress. While both are slightly unsure, which is kind of funny, because both people are thinking, I need to make this good for them. And that's exactly what makes it feel unnatural. When you say something real, even clumsy, even awkward, you give the other person permission to stop performing too. That's the moment everything shifts. Not because you said the right thing, because you stopped pretending you had to. So if you've ever felt like, this shouldn't feel this stressful, you're not broken. You're just aware of something most people ignore. Because the moment you stop treating it like a performance, it stops feeling like one. If this felt a little too accurate, you're exactly who we make these for. Subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.